Before the books were written, before the ink was dry, the ancient ones were walking beneath a different kind of sky. Subtle and mysterious, they live within the root. Invisible vibration that creates the visible fruit. You can't measure the depth, you can't map the profound. They were the quiet current running deep beneath the ground. So we reach for the symbols, we try to paint the ghost, describing the spirit like a phantom on the coast. Reluctant with the words, cause the words are just a cage. But here's the hazy portrait of the prehistoric sage. They knew the second you name the god is fucking dead, replaced by a corporate tyrant inside your hollow head. So they hid in the shadows where the makers couldn't reach, living out the raw truth that no text could ever teach. Cautious in emotion, as if crossing frozen glass, knowing that the ice is thin where the dark spirits pass. They move with a tremble on mirror every side, like a deer in the thicket with nowhere left to hide. Hesitant and watchful, cause the world is full of snares, a holy kind of fear for the burden that it bears. They walk with a reverence, the honorable guest, treating every single moment like a sanctuary's rest. Never overstaying, never taking more than due. The world is just a temple, they are merely passing through. Every step is lethal when you're waking up the dead, so they tread lightly on the earth where the foolish spirit is bled. No vanity in their shrine, no weapons in their hand, just a terrifying focus as they glide across the land. Dispersed in this orange, like the wind it starts to go, when the hot sun begins to whisper to the thick sheets of snow. They don't hold a shape, they don't harbor a fucking me, just the isolated ice returning back to the spirit of the sea. Simple and sincere, like the uncarved piece of wood, standing in the virgin state where the nunness is understood. Open-minded like a valley where the echoes come to play, holding every dark shadow, holding every great rain. A hollow in the mountain, a basin for the rain. The power of the empty is the ending of the pain. You wanna be a solid wall, the yellow will always crack. You wanna be a mountain, the storm will break it back. But if you want a nothingness, the vacuum in the core, there is no target for the plane, no handle on its door. They melted their identity to blend with the vast face, erasing all the features from their fabricated face. Harmonized and heavy like the water turned to sill, living where the human world is fucking built. You ask, how can the muddy find the clarity of light? By being still in the middle of the night. Let the sediment settle, let the motion find its rest. Clarity is fucking waiting in the silence of the chest. Maintain the peace, let the muddy water sit, till the mind is a clear mirror with the nameless inside of it. Worldly desires are just ripples on the pond, quiet the fucking surface to see the great beyond. But as you let the chaos pool and settle on the floor, the filth becomes the foundation for the opening of the door. Clarity ain't forced, man, you gotta lay clear. Drown the rust in essence until the ancient gears appear. Once the mind is pure, how you keep it in the flow? By letting the personal shit finally fucking let go. Unify the spirit with the pulse of every leaf, harmonize the joy and harmonize the bloody grief. When you are the all, then you never truly die. The eternity of earth in the infinite sky, abide by the nameless with the greed upon the shelf. The biggest prize of all is for losing out the self. Humble as the dirt, but as vast as the sun, embracing the orange and the gray. Holy war, they became the very deepest where the galaxy is blessed. The ultimate awareness before the stars will ever twist. So jump off the boat, flow with the flow, star with the tide. It's one inside the black hole that you terrify the heart. Subtle, mysterious, like melting ice, the empty valley, the great nameless. Blaze the sun.